Good morning. It is 6:30 on Tuesday, and I was hoping to see Mr. Moose over there in the swamp, but he's not there yet. I'm assuming he's just waiting until I get some better light so I can get a good picture of him. Well, I just finished boiling water for my breakfast this morning. I've got oatmeal and dehydrated strawberries, and got most of my stuff packed up here. I'm still trying to dry my jacket a little bit and my PFD, and while I'm eating my breakfast, I'm just going to take down my little footprint tarp shelter, and I will be on my way. Well, it's 8 o'clock and I am leaving my site, heading all the way through to Kiosk. All the way through, it's not really that far, I guess. I've got a paddle through this lake club, and then I have a 900 and something meter portage. A paddle through Mink, which I believe is about 6 or 7 kilometers, and then I have a 600 and a 400, and then I'm in Kiosk, and I think I paddle about 4 kilometers there, and I'm back to my car. So better get going. Well, I am on the portage from Club to Mink Lake, and doing a double carry. As you can see, there's no canoe on my head. This is a beautiful portage, by the way, so far, knock on wood. Super straight, super flat, and I am liking it. Signed on this end at 985, signed on the other end at 1165. Took me 15 minutes exactly with my bag. Going back to get the canoe. Almost back to where the canoe is, and the sun just came out between the trees, and that is a lovely sight to see after all the rain that I have been enjoying. Welcome, sun. I hope you stay. Well, it took me 17 minutes to bring the canoe over, 15 minutes to bring my pack. Not too bad. I was going to attempt to double carry on the last 2 portages, but the canoe today was a struggle. I don't know, I must be sore. I thought maybe by today I get a little bit seasoned. I don't know what the word is, but I mean, the 1700 meter yesterday, carried it through no problem, all in one shot like a breeze. And today I do a 985 and my shoulders are just crying. Looks like the weather's not doing too bad. It's still cloudy, but there's some blue skies, so that's a nice change from the rest of the weekend. Off I go through Mink Lake. This is only the second time this entire weekend that I'm going with the current. Well, I'm paddling through Mink Lake. It's a long, skinny lake, and I'm about halfway through, making pretty good time. Well, I thought that paddle through Mink Lake was going to take me about 2 hours, and it just took me about 1 hour and 5 minutes, so I'm really happy about that. This is 400 meter into Mink, Little Mink. I'm on the portage from Mink to Little Mink. Well, Little Mink is very little, so I took the opportunity just to kind of float across it and paddle every once in a while and have some food. So, had some turkey pepperettes and some cheese, my 2-year aged cheddar that I usually get, and some chocolate covered almonds. Well, I'm just coming up to my last portage of the trip, number 14 of 14, and I'm pretty stoked. I accomplished my goal. I guess you don't really have a choice when you come out here. You're either getting rescued by a helicopter or you're gonna make it. So, but I'm quite proud of myself. I went through some trials and tribulations with the weather, especially over the last 2 days. Yesterday was really hard, and well, I'm almost back now, so sad to be done with the trip. Steep hill. 14, oh yeah. Oh. Last little stretch of my last portage. So excited! Yay! I did it! Hey! Well, it is Tuesday, September 5th, and I've just completed my 14th portage out of 14 portages on a 5-day, 4-night solo trip. And I'm getting a little teary-eyed. Didn't expect to be so emotional, but I know that this isn't a huge deal for a lot of people. I know lots of people do trips like this all the time. I mean, look at Mike Ranta, he's paddling solo across the country, you know, but for me, this is a big deal. Wow. My very first camping backcountry trip was in Algonquin Park in 2002. And I went with somebody, and I did 5 days, 4 nights. It was a little overzealous. It was a big trip, but we managed to get through it, and I was hooked on backcountry camping from then on. I didn't go for a long time because I didn't have anybody to go with. And about 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, I started solo camping because I wanted to go, and I had nobody to go with. And I said, well, then I'm going to go by myself. So I started out 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, you know, and to me it doesn't matter if I'm gone for 1 night or I'm gone for 2 nights or I'm gone for 4 nights. It's still the same to me. It's just a great time out in nature. But doing this trip was a big deal to me because that very first loop that I did, I was going to recreate it. I wanted to redo it this year and do it solo. And there is a 3-kilometer portage. There's lots of portages, but one of the portages was 3 kilometers, and I said, if I double carry on that, that's 9K. Like, there's no way I'm going to do that. And I opted not to do the trip. And I knew that this Labor Day I wanted to do a big trip. I left the days open, and I was planning, and then probably about 4 or 5 days before, I found this loop that I wanted to do. And I did way over that 9K. I did 14 portages. I don't have the stats right now, but I will have them shortly. I know that on the first day, I did 6 portages, and with double carrying, I think I did something like 7,600 meters. So that's 7 kilometers just in one day. And I'm really proud of myself, you know. You never know what you can accomplish until you try. And I'm really glad that I, you know, stepped a little bit out of my comfort zone. I mean, it's not that I don't want to do trips like this. It's that I work a full-time job, just like everybody else. And I don't have 5 days off all the time where I can go, or a week where I can go do these big, long trips. So I go camping every weekend. And that's enough for me. And I enjoy it. And I don't have a problem with it. But I really wanted to just prove to myself that I could do this. And I did. And I'm gonna stop blubbering now, and I'm gonna make my way back to where my car is. This is actually Kiosk Lake right behind me, and I just have to paddle, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 kilometers to get to where my car is parked in the parking lot, and load it up and get on my way. So I better get going. But thanks so much for sharing the journey with me. You know, never underestimate yourself. You don't know what you can do until you try it. So, thanks. Bye. I would just like to add on that I'd like to thank John from Backcountry Custom Canoes for letting me use this amazing 27-pound skin-on frame canoe. I don't know if I could have portaged as much as I did with a heavier canoe. This canoe is perfect for me, and think if it was any more than this, I don't know if I would have done as good a job or be standing here right now. I'd probably still be back in there somewhere, stuck on one of the other days. So thank you so much, John. I love this canoe. It's so beautiful and it's so light, and it's fantastic, and I couldn't have done it without this. Something funny on my foot. There's like a giant bloodsucker and he needs to come off. So I guess I just pull him off. I have a lighter. Oh my God. Ugh, gross. Get off of me. Ugh. Oh gosh, there's more. This is not easy in a canoe. Little baby bloodsuckers. Oh, that's gross. Oh God, there's some in my toes. Look at. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta tend to this. Video out. Oh, they got some blood out of me, that's for sure. But I think I got them all off. And I guess I better check my other foot. I was so focused on getting back and paddling hard, and all of a sudden I looked down and saw that, and holy shit. Thankfully my other foot, very dirty. I don't see anything sucking blood, so off we go. Oh my God.